All right, welcome back. So today we're looking at Java and we're going to talk about addition and subtraction, just some really basic addition. And there's a couple different ways you can add and subtract with Java, and you can do this in other languages as well. So if I wanted to, I'm just going to go ahead and make a variable. We'll call it A. We're just going to assign it the value of 5. Okay, and so now the variable A is going to have the value of 5. And if I were to print A, oops, oh man. There we go. We're going to do A. All right. Sorry, I was thinking in a different programming language. So this is our system.out.println. If we were going to print this, and actually let's make another one. Oops. If we're going to get a space here, just because we're going to do a few things with this here in a second. So when we run this, if we take this and we just run it, there's 5. Now, if I wanted to add to this, there's a couple different ways I can do this. I can do, just say A is going to be equal to A plus 1. And we could do this. And actually, let's copy this blank right here and put it underneath this one right here. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a space here. So this is going to print A, and then if we did this correctly, this will print A plus 1. So essentially what we're doing is taking the value of A, which is 5, and we're adding 1 to it. So if we run this, it might take a second here to compile, but oh my goodness, got to print this too. And actually, let's just make this quicker. Okay, rough start to the day here. Okay, so we're going to print this off, and it should print 6 if we did this correctly. Now this is really useful doing it this way because we can also obviously change this number, right? We could say we want to add 5 to it instead of 1, and if we run it again, this will be 5 and then it will be 10. Okay, so there's your 10 right there. So we added that. Now, if we wanted to, we could also do an A plus plus, oops, like this. And what that's going to do is it will actually just increment it by 1. This comes in really useful if we're doing like a loop or something like that. Just makes it really easy that we can increment this and have it go up by 1. So let's just actually try this for a second. We'll take our print line and we'll take our print, we'll print A again. Okay, so we'll have a blank line here, and then we're going to print this again. So let's go ahead and run this. And now there's 11. So this can increment by 1, and we could use this over and over. We could take this, copy it, and do that. And if we run that, and now we're going to have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and we'll print 13. Okay? So so we can do addition either way. We can do it this way, like this, or we can take it and do something like this. Now we can also reverse this process and say we're going to subtract. So let's say I have A is going to stay, let's make A 10 up here now, just to make it a little bit bigger number, and let's say we're going to subtract 5 from this. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and tab these or remove these for right now. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. And we'll get rid of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. Now we should get 10 and then subtract 5, and now we have 5. So we could do the same exact thing now. Is we're going to do A, and we're going to do minus minus. Okay, and we can do that again, you know, as many times as we need. And then let's go ahead and copy our 2 things here, our 2 system.out print lines. Okay, now we should get 5 and then subtract 2 more. We should be down to 3. All right. So that's a pretty simple way you can do addition and subtraction. You can use the minus minus, the plus plus. You can also just do it this way as well. It's totally up to, whatever the programmer wants to use. I will say that the minus minus and the plus plus are really useful in loops because they can become a count variable and you can use them in certain ways. So those are really helpful. But I just wanted to kind of show you those today in just kind of a basic way you can do math with Java. All right, especially addition, subtraction. Okay, hopefully this helps you. Good luck with your programming.